Hello, I am Amber Irwin, co-founder of Social Speak Network. Today I am going to talk to you about 11 different content ideas to fill your social media calendar. We talk a lot about really planning that social media calendar for a month to 3 months at a time because consistency is really important when it comes to your social media strategy. And it's important to make sure that you're mixing up your content as well. And sometimes we can get a little stale with our content or complacent. And so it's important to have a list of ideas that you can incorporate into your social media calendar. So I'm going to give you 11 ideas. Number one, industry news. Industry news is a really important piece of your strategy because you want to make sure that you're sharing content that is relevant to your industry, but also how you are educating your customers or your patients, regardless of the industry you're in. It's important to be sharing that news. Number two is your blog post. You're spending hours writing these blog posts, recording the videos, putting the images together, and you want to make sure that you are utilizing those blog posts in your social media strategy, and not just once, but repurposing them. Pull from your old blog posts, update, go through, a really good way to repurpose content on your website is go through your old blog posts and look at what content you can update, which blogs need to be updated, update them, and then use them as a social media post again, especially if they're, a year old or even 6 months old. Things need to be updated, you know, 3 months or older. So looking at those blog posts that you have put onto your website. Number three, and I'm seeing this a lot with, especially on Facebook, doing polls and surveys. So Facebook has a cool feature, and so does Instagram stories. Both have a really cool poll feature. And this can be, if you are a pediatrician, this can be doing polls on trying to figure out what your audience is looking for. What type of content are you most interested in? Are you interested in vaccines? Are you interested in, kids healthy eating? Are you interested in, you know, COVID tips or um, things that you can help them understand more around this topic? Polls can also be if you are a restaurant, what type of food are you looking for? What, once, with social distancing, what makes you feel safe? Really looking at doing those polls and the surveys for your audience, especially in this time, because it's really important to understand what they're looking for. Where are their thoughts? What are they into? And this can really help you create that content. And it can just be something fun too. Would you rather do this or this? Which option, if you had to choose, a place to live, are you a cabin person? Are you a house on the beach person? What type of activity do you want to do with your kids? Do you have, if you're an OBGYN, what's that baby plan? Did you have a baby plan, no baby plan, or birth plan? Asking those questions and getting that data from those polls and surveys is a great idea. Number four, videos. Videos, videos, videos. We cannot preach this enough. Videos are so important, and these can be short 30-second videos up to 10-minute long videos, doing, educational videos. Interviews are great for any industry that you're in. Interviewing, if you are, again, a doctor's office, interviewing the doctor, interviewing the nurses. If you are a real estate agent, interviewing local business owners, interviewing new developments, and what types of things are going into new houses. Looking at just doing, an educational video for your blog post like this. Really looking at how you can utilize videos more into your social media strategy. This can also be sharing videos. So this doesn't have to always be you creating the videos, but looking for videos for you to share to your audience and as well. And then number five, kind of going along with the videos, behind the scene photos and videos are great. People love to see, what it's like for you behind the scenes, especially as we're all, most of us are still working from home or have an altered schedule. Things have changed this year, and it's important to address that. And it's really important to have that piece of vulnerability. Again, regardless of the industry you're in, people really resonate with that personal touch, those behind the scenes, a picture of the dog, pictures of the family, pictures of your afternoon. Maybe you have an afternoon shake that you make every day and you want to share that, whatever it may be. Really looking at what behind the scenes photos or videos can you implement into your social media strategy. Number 6, share a tip. This can be curated content. So this can be something that you saw on Facebook that you're like, oh, this is a great tip, and share it. This can be a series. So each week you can have a Tip Tuesday, Fun Fact Friday, Wacky Wednesday, whatever resonates with you and your business. Really looking at, okay, what type of tips can you share? And again, looking back at those polls and those surveys, what is your audience really wanting to learn about? And being able to put those tips together based on the data you got from the polls and the surveys. And then number 7, user-generated content. So this is, you'll see it as UGC, user-generated content, sharing content that your audience has already posted. So this can be, a patient giving, giving a testimonial or mentioning you and being able to share that to other platforms. This can be a fan with, your product or a post that they had put up that you want to share. So really working on looking at what content you can repost and then give a comment on it. Number 8 is infographics. Infographics are great. They can easily be made in Canva. Canva has awesome templates to create your own infographics, but also looking for infographics in your industry that you can share. This makes compiling stats and data easy for people to comprehend because it is that visual roadmap of that one topic. So infographics are a great way to really be able to get, again, those stats or the data over to your audience. And then number 9, your employees or your staff. If you don't have employees, but you have contractors or whatever it may be, really highlighting the people that work with you and humanizing your brand, because it's not just us. And maybe if it is just us for right now, highlighting the people that help out on the project, or maybe it's highlighting your dog that's, your moral support every day. But we have found that companies, again, regardless of the industry, that highlight their employees really see that loyalty and that deeper connection on social media. And you have to think, especially if you are in, healthcare in a time like now, if you are doing an employee highlight or spotlight every week and people have to come into your facility for whatever reason, but they are able to see that familiar face, they feel comfortable coming in, they already feel that they're connected to you and your staff without even coming in, maybe this is their first time, or they're able to share that post on their favorite nurse or their favorite, she's always at the front desk smiling, she's always willing to help out. People love to share that content. And sometimes, if you're a doctor, you may not have the relationship with that patient that the nurse does because maybe you only see them for a few minutes. If you are, a realtor, highlighting the people that are behind the scenes, helping you, who's your stager, who is your, the person that's taking your videos or your photos, and just highlighting different people that are working with you on a daily basis is a really good idea. Number 10 is customer testimonials. So if you can get customer testimonials in video format, that is the best. Making sure that they're okay with you sharing it to their social media, but 30 seconds to a minute of why they loved working with you. What were you able to solve for them? And written testimonials are great as well, but studies suggest that 70% of consumers read an average of 10 online reviews before they can trust a business. So making sure that you are encouraging those customer testimonials as well. This can be on your Google page. This can be on Facebook, whichever platform you want to steer towards. Google's always a little bit better just because it's on Google, and as people are Googling your business or certain keywords, those testimonials are going to come up with your Google listing. So really encouraging people to write those testimonials and then being able to use them on social media is amazing. And last but not least, the number 11th one is using different memes. Memes are great. They just add that extra layer of eye appeal to a post. This can, you can share memes. Make sure that you are finding memes that are royalty free. So you're not just going to Google, finding something and pulling from it, because you can get in trouble for copyright infringement. So just be careful when you're pulling your memes. But there's a ton of different GIFs and meme resources that you can use those. You can also, there's different tools out there to create your own memes. So memes they're just, a little added layer to your social media strategy. When you're creating images, if you're using Canva, you can also look at, they have a new animated option for your images, which is just like a 5-second little video. But, they'll have the words flying in, they'll have, the picture coming in, and there's different options of that animate. And again, it's just adding that extra eye appeal layer to your social media post to get recognized. So if you need help really laying out your digital marketing and social media calendar of what topics are going to work best for your industry, what videos should you be doing, what news resources should you be pulling from, please head on over to socialspeaknetwork.com and schedule a free 30-minute consultation. And we would love to help you through that process of figuring out, what does that social media calendar look like for you? And how is it going to be the most effective to get the largest ROI possible? So we look forward to speaking with you and helping you create your social media strategy. Thank you.